So, in this pretty short episode of our Sketchup snippets about the dimension tool, you can see, you join me here as I've got this piece of my product, which I've pretty much dimensioned. You can see that I've got all of my overall dimensions in here, and I've got dimensions, first of all, to the center of this circle, so I know if I'm going to make this part where to put my compass in the workshop in order to draw that hole. And I also dimensioned how big the hole is, so I've got my size and my location. I've got the overall size over here, which is 300, and how far that hole is, and then in this direction the dimensions of the hole. Now there's just two extra dimensions I need to add to this, and that is the radius is on these corners, and of course if you watch the previous videos you'll know that I need to double click to go into edit mode of my component before I can do that. And I'm going to just add on that point there. You can see here now I've got a radius of 30, and then the final dimension I'm going to put on, and this is really the point of this lesson, is this little slot just here. There's actually two dimensions I need to add. First of all, from my reference point I'm going to dimension from there to just there, put that there, and I also need, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure just across the width of this little slot that I've made. So from there to there you can see it's 10.5, I'm going to bring it out so it lines up here. Now that looks fine, it's really easy to read, but if I zoom out so that I can take my screenshot for my view that I'm going to put into my accurate planning drawings, what you can see down here is that this is kind of all mushed up together with the arrow, and it's really kind of quite hard to see. So there's a different way you can do that, and if you then take your select tool in a similar way to what I showed you with the radius and diameter settings in the previous one, if you hold down the control or the right click on your mouse and click on that, it'll give you some options, and you see text position is one of them, and now the text is currently centered. I can alternately have it outside at the start or outside at the end. Now, it's hard to actually predict what SketchUp's going to do if you choose one of these, so I'm just going to try this one first. Okay, and that's actually what I wanted. Outside start gives me the dimension. It puts the arrows in between and then just has a little tail sticking out with the dimension on it, which makes it completely easy to read when I come to this view, so I can take my screenshot for my accurate planning drawings. I just need to add my thickness, but the main point is here with the really small dimensions, you can, by holding down the control key and clicking on it, you can choose to have the actual number, the size of the dimension, viewable in a much easier way.